Many Amazon sellers struggle with accurately tracking their FBM, fulfillment by merchant, shipping costs, which can significantly impact their profit calculations. In this video, you will learn how to set up and use SellerBoard's new FBM shipping cost profiles feature to calculate shipping costs accurately, create different pricing grids for various shipping zones, and assign specific profiles to individual products or product groups. And if you want to try SellerBoard yourself, you'll find the link below in the description, which will get you 2 months for free instead of standard 1 month free. So check this out.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for joining me again on Orange Click YouTube channel, because today you have a new feature to announce that SellerBoard has brought on the market for Amazon sellers who are doing FBM. And this feature helps to calculate all FBM shipping costs accurately, because many sellers nowadays decide to either opt in for FBM entirely or set it up in addition to FBA. But as always, let's first start with your introduction and also tell us a few words about SellerBoard for those who are not familiar with your tool yet.
Sure, Lizette, thank you for the invitation again. Always a pleasure. Yeah, my name is Alex. I'm a product knowledge specialist at SellerBoard, which is a profit analytics software. And so it's a software obviously to help Amazon sellers and now, as of recently, Walmart sellers as well, to keep track of their profitability, understand their bottom line. And this is the core of the product. But on top of that, we have an extensive toolbox of other solutions that can help you manage your inventory, can help you improve your PPC performance, and do other stuff like get reviews for your product, seller feedback, stay on top of the events in your Amazon business. So yeah, it's an extensive toolbox. I suggest taking a look at it. Today, I'm going to show you a new feature that is designed for FBM sellers, as you correctly mentioned. And the probably the main pain point that we try to tackle with the solution is flexible or changing costs for FBM shipping, because you know, a lot of the times, obviously the rates change because of the inflation and everything, but also the selling on Amazon is maybe I wouldn't call it seasonal, but it's time dependent, and all the costs related with it, and the services and the shipping providers as well change their rates throughout the year. So in order to account for that and make your calculations accurate, we've released a new feature which is called FBM shipping cost profiles, which I'm going to present to you right now.
Okay, sounds good. We're excited to see, so share your screen and let's dive straight into it.
Okay. We are starting with the profit dashboard, which maybe a lot of you are already acquainted with. Let's take a look first where your FBM shipping costs appear in your profit calculation. So I'm selecting last month, the file, and click on more to see an extension of all of the cost calculation elements. So shipping costs are subtracted from your sales alongside the other factors like advertising costs, your promotions, refunds, Amazon fees, cost of goods, and everything else. So when you're doing FBM, we are accounting for shipping costs separately, so you can track in time how they evolve. Now, let's see how you can set up your shipping costs. I probably have to mention first that if you're using ShipStation, that it could make a lot of sense for FBM. It would make a lot of sense to use that integration and connect your ShipStation to SellerBoard, because in that case, we would pull all of the information regarding shipping costs, and the data will be most accurate because we'll know exactly how much you paid for shipping. But if you're using another service provider, so I don't know, UPS or DHL or whatever, then I suggest going straight to the shipping costs page, where you will see all of your shipping profiles. By default, when you visit this page for the very first time, you'll just have one entry in here, which will be called default. And this is the main and default FBM shipping cost profile applied to all of your products. And the other ones are profiles that I've created separately. And probably, as you can see, I've created them only for specific products, and I'll have another profile that's applied to all of them. So let's take a look first at the default profile, which is applied to all of your products. I'm going to click it and jump inside. and show you the only thing that you can change here. The only thing you need to change here is the shipping cost calculation rule. So there are a few options to select from. First one, you are not accounting for shipping costs at all, right? Maybe that's the case. Second option is when you account exactly for the amount that the client was charged for shipping. And then you have on top of that three other calculation models. The first one is based on the order price, second on number of units in the order, and the third one is based on the package weight. Let's analyze this example since all of them pretty much have the same approach to setting it up. So I'll take the by package weight as the example. You need to define your units that you're working with. So for instance, kilograms or pounds, and then your currency, uh, whether you're working in US dollars or euros. And then the next thing you need to do is create a shipping cost calculation grid or pricing grid for the service. So in this case, you are accounting for two shipping zones. I have a domestic shipping zone and rest of the world. And these two values will be different. So I have currently a single column in here, which is called maximum package weight. And this defines how much I'm going to pay for a package that is under a certain level, so or maybe a certain cap of weight. So I can create several columns in here. Let's say the first one will be everything under a kilo. Then the second column will be everything under kilos, and the third column will be everything under, let's say, 10 kilos. And the costs for shipping, domestic shipping, and the rest of the world will be different. But I can also go ahead and add additional rows in order to create other shipping zones. So if I'm selling in Europe, for instance, I can create a separate entry for each of the countries that I'm shipping in. So this is the way you create the pricing grid. Now, one more important thing. Once I'm setting up this shipping cost calculation logic for all my products in the default profile, it means that it is applied to all of the products. But if I need to, let's go ahead and exit this window and go to one of the previously created shipping profiles. Let's say this one for brown boxes. As you can see, I have only 3 products in the shipping profile. It means that all of these calculations are in my FBM shipping costs are applied only to the products from this list. So I can even leave a single product, and then it will be a shipping profile dedicated to a single product. If it's different, if maybe from all of my catalog, a specific product is different, even by size or weight, or I'm using a special shipping service provider for it, so it can be a totally different profile for it. But I think the only drawback in here or limitation, if I select a single product, I will not be able to assign the shipping profile by period. But since I have 3 products currently here, I am able to select a period for which this shipping profile will be active. Then select the products and assign one of the shipping cost calculation rules that we've previously discussed. As you can see, this is exactly what I mentioned previously. I have 2 columns here. So one has, because we're discussing a different calculation rule for depending on the package weight. So now we have a limitation. All packages under $2 will be charged with a certain value for shipping, and then everything else, so from $2 up, will have a different cost for FBM shipping. Obviously, these are demo numbers, so they might not make too much sense, but the logic is there. So this is how you create shipping calculation, shipping cost profile. But one more thing I wanted to highlight. You can assign the products from inside a shipping profile, or you can go to the products page. You can take a look at all of your products from your catalog and find the shipping profile column. So in here, you can individually assign your shipping profiles on a product level. And even you can, if it's an individual profile applied to only a single product, you can edit it from here. So like in this case, I have 1 and 2 custom shipping profiles applied to only a single product. So when I'm clicking on this link, I'm able to edit those profiles directly from here. For other products, for instance, I have 2 profiles applied here, which means that by default, any individual profile that is created for a set of products will override the default ones. And if the products will not have any additional profiles, so only the default one applied, then it will use the calculation from the default profile, if that makes sense. So yeah, pretty much this is it. Everything I wanted to mention regarding creating FBM shipping cost profiles and assigning them and where they will appear in your profit calculations. Yeah, for now, pretty much this is it. But I also want to mention that we do have other stuff rolling out as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Thank you so much, Alex, for introducing the shipping profiles, and we're excited to see what else you're gonna come up soon for the sellers. So thanks again for showing us how shipping profiles work. Obviously, when doing FBM, having cost control over everything related to shipping is crucial. What are some other costs maybe sellers need to be aware of when switching to the other model, or other costs are more or less the same as we're used to already with FBA, and we have previously showcased what your tool also helps to keep track of?
Well, other costs, actually, we do have a rising demand for more flexibility in accounting for inbound shipping. So now with, the cost structure of getting the product in your warehouse or in your 3PL is totally different from what it was, half a year ago and before the tariffs and the changing of the associated costs with that. But now we see that sellers actually want to track how their cost of goods and everything that goes inside the cost of goods structure, including the inbound shipment and other services as well, how they evolve over time. So we are looking at of giving more flexibility in those calculations. We are working on it. But coming back to your question, probably that is what I hear more and more from sellers regarding the additional costs they need to keep track of. So things that need to be accounted for regarding the inbound shipping. This is probably the answer.
I see. And probably overall, this shipping cost has been increasingly under attention by sellers. I assume also many FBA sellers are currently really struggling to have enough profit margin and are thinking more of doing maybe FBM to even see if, of course, it's not always the case that FBM is worth doing, right? You still need to go through your numbers and make sure it's a better option, or if it's an option at all. But I can see why you decided to put in so much effort into developing these shipping profiles. Well, I think everything you kind of explained was quite easy to follow, and like the structure to set them up was kind of understandable. But probably you have played around with it a little bit more. So I wanted to ask: is there anything you have spotted that sellers who are now starting to use these shipping profiles have made maybe mistakes, or they're not setting up correctly, so that if someone is watching us now is already using SellerBoard and now will go ahead and try to do shipping profiles as well, so we could help them to save some time to not to some
Sure.
mistakes.
Sure. Thank you. This is a very good question. So I would give probably just a few tips because the tool is pretty straightforward, but there are certain things you need to, be aware of. First of all, start when you want to start using the FBM shipping costs profiles. Start by setting up your default profile. So this is the most important part. Because this calculation rule is applied to all of your products, all of your orders by default, and you need to make sure that it's set correctly. And um, if you have, let's say, a different, obviously, let's say, products in your catalog, and the costs are different, but in the default shipping profile, we suggest try to set an average value, because this is what will be applied by default whenever Sellerboard will not have another profile to take a look at when calculating the FBM shipping cost. So if we are able to be more specific with a separate profile, we'll apply those values, but if not, we'll just apply anything that's there in the default profile. So try to make it as general as possible. So you have at least accounting for some level of FBM shipping costs. That's one. Actually, let me show you one more thing. If you let me to share my screen again, I want to show you one more feature
ahead.
that I skipped.
We would like to get all of the knowledge you have about setting up
Sure,
these shipping
sure.
profiles. So go ahead.
I also like to mention that you can import your shipping costs by order. There's an inactive button over here. Since I have a demo account, I cannot access it, but in your account, you'll be able to do it. And what you can do is import the exact shipping costs whenever you have a new order and the cost inside of a spreadsheet. Then you can upload it, and we will apply it to an exact order, and this will make your calculations even more accurate. So this is another feature I would also highlight. Yeah, so everything else, I'd say if you're selling on multiple marketplaces, be sure to account for the differences in different zones. So do create different entries, because it will make it obviously more accurate. But aside from that, yeah, just explore the tool. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it does make your LBM calculations for shipping more accurate.
Well, thanks a lot for those additional few tips you shared. And again, the link to Sellerboard is in the video description below. So go ahead, check it out, play around with the tool, and hopefully it will be useful for you. And if you have any questions, reach out to Sellerboard directly, or you can also leave comments under this video, because then we can ask Alex to come back to the video and answer those as well. So Alex, thanks again for showcasing this tool or feature for us. And I'm looking forward to see you soon again on our channel.
Sure. Lisa, thank you again for the invitation. A pleasure. And for everyone selling with FBM, good luck. Yeah, good luck with your sales.
I hope this video will help you to set up and track your FBM shipping costs more accurately. And if you want to try Sellerboard yourself, find the link below in the description to get 2 months for free instead of regular 1 month free subscription. And if you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe buttons on the player, around the player, and see more content like this, which we publish every week. And if you have additional question about FBM features at Sellerboard, leave them in the comment section below, and we will make sure that Alex and Sellerboard team replies to them. And now I recommend you to watch other video where you will learn how to automate your Amazon inventory management using Sellerboard. So check this out.